Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a full glam look using just drugstore products. This is the look, and if you like it and if you want to find out what products I use, then keep watching. So I wanted to get a few different products from a few different brands just so I don't stick to one brand like Maybelline, because obviously everyone knows that Maybelline is a good drugstore brand, but I wanted to kind of go to different brands like Nyx, L'Oreal, Elf and Revolution, just so I can showcase them a bit more. So to start off, I'm going to be using my Elf Hydrating Face Primer. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingertips and just put that on the places that I need it most, and then spread out the product. So from feeling that primer, it feels quite silicone-y. It has given me some hydration, but as well, it feels like one of those, like a poreless primer where it covers the pores. But I do actually really like it. It's spreaded. Well, we just got to wait to see what it shows on the foundation. So while that primer is setting into the skin, I'm going in with my brows. So I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the taupe shade, or taupe, whatever it is. No, ash brown, sorry. This is in the ash brown shade. So when I do my brows, I usually just brush them up. Brush them up like that. And then I'll just fill them in the sparse areas. And then once I've done that, I'll go in with a brow gel just so they stay in place. But I didn't actually find a brow gel that I liked, so I'm just going to use my Pink Honey, the honey glue super hold thing, just to keep that in place. And it's still a good price because it's not like a high-end price. It's quite a drugstore price, which I think you can let me have. So I've just gone in and then I've just put the brow honey on. I think I keep calling it honey because it's called Pink Honey. But now I'm going to carve them out with an eye base. And I'm really sorry, I just realised I haven't got an eye base. So I'm going to have to use the P. Louise one. It's still a good price, it's still affordable, and it is so worth it. And it is good to use it now because I want to give the eyeshadow palette a good chance, even though I know the eyeshadow palette is a good one. So I've just put the product on the back of my hand and I'm going in with a flat brush and then picking up the product and then carving out my brow. And then once I've carved my brow out, I bring the product down to my eyelid and just pat that in to set it. So like so, just carving the brow. Being really careful I don't go over the line. And this is the shade 2, it's the shade that I normally wear unless I've got fake tan on. I normally go for the shade 3. And like so, I pat it. And then get a bit more product and then focus it on the actual eye. So now that I've got the eye base on, I'm going to tell you what the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using, and it's the Sofa X Revolution Extra Spice palette. This one is such a lovely palette and it's only £10. It's a really good find. So I'm looking at the colours, and because we're doing like a glam, oh god, these mirrors just don't do me good. So because we're doing a glam, I'm thinking of using some of the brown tones, the warmer tones. So yeah, that's what we're going to go for. So the first colour I'm going to be using is this shade called Chocolate Orange, just to put right in my crease, kind of to work as like a transition colour. And it's handy because this palette also has a mirror. So just stamping on the product to get the best colour payoff. And then kind of going back and forth as I go just to blend it out. See, these shades are really good. Revolution do have great palettes. And just to blend that out further, I'm going to use the shade Cookie Dough, just with a fluffy brush, just on the corners, just to blend that out. So the shades aren't too harsh. Now I'm going to use the shade Brownies. That's just here, it's like a dark brown shade, and just putting that in my outer corner just to darken up these, or just to darken up the eye. And then I'm also going to drag that into the crease, just a little bit. Then once you've done that, you want to get one of the fluffy brushes again and just go through and really blend that out. Just really blend them shades together, just so you don't have really harsh lines where you've placed the colour. And even if you think that you've got quite a harsh line like I do, I'd go back in with one of the colours you used, I'd say the first transition colour, and just go over that colour just so you don't have any blotchiness or any sharp lines, because we don't want that. Then once you've blended all that out, it should look quite blown out and you've got a little bit of light to dark on your eye. And now I'm going to go in and do kind of like a cut crease. And to do that, I'm going in with the same products I used to apply my base. So the same base and the same brush. So I'm just putting the base and then looking up, because then you kind of get a map of where you need to put the product, so that when you have your eyes open, you can still see, like, it makes your eyes look so much bigger as well. And this is optional, but I'm just going to add a bit of reputation. I don't know if this is a dark green or a black, so I'm going to do it. It looks close enough to a black to me, so I'm going to add the black just here, just to create a bit more depth to the eyeshadow. It's optional, you don't have to do this, but I just like to do that once I've done the cut crease, just so it can make it look more, I don't know, but more, make it pop a bit more. So that's what I've done. And then again, it's all about blending, so you just need a good blending brush, and then once you've done it, go back in with the blending brush, use that chocolate orange colour again, and just blend that out so it's seamless. So that's how the eye is looking. It's quite like a nice soft smoky glam, which I really like. It's something that I always go to do if I don't have a lot of time, or if I just want to have something not too extravagant for when I go out. So now I'm going to use this highlighter from NYX Cosmetics. It's their High Glass Illuminating Powder, and I'm just going to use that on my brow bone, just here. Just to highlight it a little bit. It's quite pretty. Can't really see it on the camera much, but it is lovely. And then in my inner corner, just to brighten that up. And that's the eye done after I put a lash on. The lashes I'm using are the My Cult Lashes T110 lash. These are so beautiful and they can go with so many looks. So yeah, I definitely recommend. So I know these lashes aren't actually Drugstore, but they're actually cheaper than Drugstore, so I think that's fine. So I'll come back to you with the other eye done, and then we can start on the face. So both of the lashes are on now, and I actually do have a discount code for them. So if you put RIA10 when you check out to get the lashes, you get 10% off, and they're already really cheap and you get 10% off that. So it's a win-win really. So now it's time for my foundation, and the foundation I'm going to be using is obviously the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is definitely a great dupe for the Double Wear foundation. It's so full coverage, it gives a nice overall finish. It's not too matte, but it has a matte finish, but it doesn't make your skin feel really dry. So yeah, I'm just going to put this on, and like usual, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. Helps warm the product up as well, and I'm going to get a flat brush and just put the product everywhere that I will be blending in with a sponge afterwards. So now I've got the amount of product I want, I'm just going to go in and blend the foundation. By the way, if you see any white bit on the eyes, it's the why can't I get my words out? It's the glue drying on my eyelashes. So yeah, like I said, just going in with a beauty sponge and just making sure that the foundation is seamless and blended. So now I'm also going to try another new product I haven't tried before, which is crazy because it's so popular. It's the Instant Anti-Age Eraser, the concealer. So I'm going to put this under my eyes. Oh, this feels so weird. I don't really know how much to... And then there. Putting your concealer there, it kind of just lifts the face. And here. To powder my eyes, I'm going to use the Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder. So I used to use this all the time before I had the Laura Mercier powder. It is so good and it just makes your eyes not crease and it hasn't got any flashback either. So I'm going to put this underneath my eyes. Bit much there. And then to powder all over my face, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, just so when I go in with my bronzers and blushes and highlight, it doesn't disturb the foundation. So the bronzer that I picked up is the Maybelline City Bronzer, and this is in warm medium, 250, and I'm using my normal bronzing brush, and just doing my usual bronzing routine. So tapping and then blending in all on the points that I want to bronze. So that's my face now bronzed, and the blush I got was the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush, and I've heard about this so much. I know Soph Does Life loves this blush, so I saw it and I was like, I need to try it because I love peach blushes so much. So I'm just picking it up on my Real Techniques brush and just placing it where I like to put my blush, which is literally on the cheekbone, so basically where you put highlight. And then I do like to blend it into the temples. I don't know why, I feel like it just pulls your face up. And then of course on the nose. Oh my god, it actually smells like a peach. Wow, love it. And then go back in and blend that with the bronzer brush. Now I'm quickly going to go in with just a little brush, and I'm thinking a chocolate orange underneath in my lash, like under my lash line, just so the bottom lash doesn't look so bare. Because I've got quite big lashes on, I think I could have gone for a bit of a smaller lash because this makeup isn't really crazy, but we'll work with it. And because I do really like these lashes. And then I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes. And then I might also blend this out with a little bit of the cookie dough colour again. And then also for the lash line, I know this isn't Drugstore eyeliner, it's a Bare Minerals one, but I just thought of doing it right now. I'm just putting the black eyeliner in my waterline, just to darken that up a little bit. Because look, that makes it look so much more, makes it look more glam. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, much better. And then just putting some mascara on the bottom lashes just to finish that off. And then for the last part of the face, I'm using the NYX highlighter that I use for my brow bone and inner corner. I'm using that just to go on my cheeks. Oh, that's quite pretty. That's a pretty highlighter. And what is this one called? This is called Moon Glow. And just putting that everywhere that I usually highlight. On the bridge of my nose. There. I learnt to put it there from Nikki Tutorials, and I do actually love it that I put it there. Cupid's bow forehead and chin. And then for lips, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lip in 117 Groundbreaker. This colour looks amazing. And that, everyone, is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching a quick, easy glam using all drugstore products, apart from the tiny few, but they're still good price. So this is how it looks. I love the lip. And also, can I add, that primer was so nice and it didn't make my foundation tear away, which I was quite nervous for because it was silicone-y and sometimes that happens. But yeah, if you liked watching, then give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see any more of my videos, please subscribe and put the post notifications bell on. And if there's any more videos that you'd like to see from me, then comment down below any suggestions. Thank you for watching, everyone.